6-year-old Abraham was all his mother Angel had. Her husband left them when little Abraham was only 3 months old. But Angel's joy was tainted by fear because Abraham was always sick.
I loved my son so much and did all I could to save him. He suffered from asthma since he was a baby. I worked very hard farming and doing domestic jobs just to pay his medical bills. One day he was very pale and barely breathing.
By the time they came to the hospital, Abraham had asthma, tuberculosis, and anemia. That day his temperature was low, his breathing was labored, and his body was cold. I knew he would not survive, so I told him to go home.
But Abraham never made it. He died on the way home from the hospital.
When I discovered he was dead, I wanted to die myself.
In their village, it's considered taboo to bury someone on a Friday, so Abraham's body was kept until the next day. As the mourners grieved, someone said they should call an evangelist who is supported by CBN. When the pastor arrived, he encouraged them and said they should believe in God. Then he said a prayer and played tapes of CBN shows.
I assured them that a miracle would happen and Abraham would resurrect. But the villagers started hurling insults at me, saying, "How can a person who died over 24 hours ago rise again?" But I was encouraged that with God, all things were possible.
As the crowd watched CBN's Turning Point, one of the hosts began to pray for miracles. At that moment, an amazing thing happened.
We were all surprised to see the body move. Just when they were ready to take him away for burial, he came back to life.
The people were shocked. Then he arose, and we thanked God.
It's no story, it happened. The boy was dead, but after 24 hours, he rose up again.
Immediately, a great celebration broke out in the village. Because of that miracle, dozens of people gave their lives to Christ, including the doctor who had treated Abraham.
I was an idol worshiper and never knew the power of God. But when I got to the village and heard about Abraham's miracle, I accepted Christ. Many of my doctor friends gave their lives to Christ too.
When Abraham went back to the hospital, the doctor gave him a clean bill of health. He doesn't even have asthma anymore. Though he can hardly remember what it was like to be sick all the time, Abraham has vivid memories of the time he spent in heaven.
I was at a place, everyone there was glowing. We played a soccer game and I scored, so they said I should go back home.
Thank God for CBN Africa. This miracle has truly changed our lives and the lives of others.